All right.
The helpful sales staff will help you tune.
Okay, so the T5Z, it's a full acoustic guitar and full electric guitar, tailored. So it's fully hollow, so that's the acoustic part. Just loud enough for you to just play late night and still learn tunes, or just want to strum a few chords without waking up your husband or wife or your kids. Perfect volume for that. And also, it's an electric guitar because it's got electric strings, electric pickups, and preamps and whatnot. So it's a full hybrid. It's got 3 pickups. It's got the neck pickup on the last fret, underneath the last fret. It's got a bridge pickup right here. It's a stacked single coil, so there's 2 single coils on top of each other. Therefore, it's a humbucker, so there's no hum, right? And then there's a body sensor underneath the top. So, you hear that? So that's the body sensor. It's got an active bass, volume, bass, and treble control, meaning you could cut or boost those frequencies or volume. That is powered by a 9-volt battery that is accessible to you. Okay? Electric, 11 strings, jumbo frets, super light. I keep forgetting how light these things are. Like how, depending on the model, but they're like what, 4 pounds, 5 pounds, not even. Super lightweight, and it's electric guitar. And that's pretty much it. There's no digital modeling or anything like that. It's purely analog. Below me on the floor, I have a pedal board that I use for my personal T5Z. It's got all the typical tuner, chorus, delay, all that fun stuff. But it's got this thing called ABY box, which helps me switch between 2 different amps. So right now I have the, what is it called? Acoust amp. It's like an acoustic guitar amp. And then this Black Star amp, which is an electric amp. So I can switch back and forth between these 2 or run both together depending on how I feel. If I want to just do this, I do like back and forth with my hand without unplugging every single time, right? So like I said, it's very analog. There's nothing digital going on. So I'm going to go through spaces and go through the different 5 positions of 5 pickup selections that's on the side of the T5Z. All right. So position number 1, the very far left, is the neck pickup and the body sensor. So it's the acoustic side of the T5. Plugged into an amp, and I'm going to use the EQ. I'm going to boost the bass and treble to kind of get that almost like a faux rosewood, so to speak. To get that scoop mid-range sound. Or you can do the opposite. I'm going to cut those 2 frequencies and kind of get that mid-range focused sound. Low end. I'm bringing back the low end. I'm cutting the low end. Right, you can hear that mid-range a little bit more clearly. I like my voice. All right, so that's position 1. Now 2 through 5 is going to be all electric, so I'm going to switch to the electric amp. Oh, the tuner. There it is. So position number 1 was the neck and the body sensor, right? Position 2, it goes away. So it's just a neck pickup. So neck pickup on any of these electric guitars that's hanging in the wall. It's kind of got that warm sound, right? So throaty and like warm neck pickup sound on electric. So I'm going to utilize the EQ again. I'm going to boost the bass, cut the treble, still in the same position, the neck pickup, and you get this sound. You get that jazz box sort of tone, right? Now the opposite, I'm going to cut the bass, boost the treble, and add some overdrive, because when in doubt, add overdrive. You get that little Stevie Ray sort of tone, right? But on a Taylor guitar. Whoa. So, moving on to position number 3. It's the bridge pickup. So, it's the brightest, punchiest, quackiest. You get my point. It's a real bright tone. It's real funky sounding too. Tone to it, and if you put some distortion, it was acoustic guitar a few minutes ago, right? Still is. Go to like full-on shred to roll acoustic guitar within the flip of a switch. And I call this my perfect wedding gig guitar. Because, anybody done wedding gigs before? Or corporate gigs? Yeah? Well, of course you have, right? Well, then you definitely know what I mean then. Because a wedding gig it's a full day of work. It's 3 gigs in one, at least 3 gigs, right? Because it's an acoustic set, a jazz set, and a rock or dance set. So pre-T5Z days, I had to bring an acoustic guitar, an electric guitar, a jazz box, and then an electric amp, acoustic amp, a pedal board, music stand, wheel book, and a cart, and my tux. Right? All in my small Toyota Corolla that I got. 1999 Corolla, I still have mine. A lot of miles with that thing. So it's like Tetris. It's impossible to cram all that gear in there, and it was a nightmare. I was the very first one to load in, sweating, the very last one to load out because I had so much gear and just hating it, right? But after the T5 came in, this is all I brought. And this setup is pretty much what I did. I had an acoustic amp, electric amp, an AV box, and a pedal, a bunch of pedals. And then the T5Z. So basically, if you could do like, here comes the bride, right? You see what I did there, right? Sound the bride. It's my favorite joke of the Roadshow, so I keep saying this. I don't care if anybody doesn't laugh, I don't care. So the cocktail hour, right? Small plate, cheese and crackers, jazz, right? Close enough for jazz, right? Because nobody's listening to that stuff anyways. So the ultimate test, though, can it rock? Well, right? it's over. And it's just all one guitar, right? It's cool. So I was the very last one to load in and the first one to load out because look at this, it's so simple. And I have a 10-pound Les Paul that I still love it. It sounds great, but it's heavy. And three hours of that standing up is just like, come on, right? So this thing is super light, so you can just carry this around, no problem, run around, jump around, no issues. So it's obviously it's not gonna replace my Les Paul or my 914, of course not, but for practicality, and it's so easy to just carry around. And when I'm learning tunes, I always whip out my T5 because it's just light and it's loud enough to hear the guitar and also the music. And then since it's got electric strings, I could band it and I could learn the solo if I wanted to. So it's a really good studying tool as well. So it's just very practical. So that's my 2 cents. And then the last 2 position is the neck pickup and the bridge pickup running in parallel, meaning they're both running at the same time. So they're sort of out of phase, kind of got that kind of like Gretsch middle position sound to it, you know, that. I kind of got that sort of. Sort of tone to it, which is really, really cool. And the last position is the neck and bridge running in series. So the neck signal is feeding the bridge pickup. So imagine like a middle position Les Paul or 335, right? So all the kings, right? B.B. King, Albert King, Freddie King, Stephen King, Burger King. Another favorite joke of mine that I still.
Okay, you got it in.
Every now, yeah. There were times when people are just like, but I still say it because I think it's funny. But anyway, it's got that middle position, bluesy tone. It's a little creamier, right? It's not as bitey as the bridge pickup, which is still a good sound, but hear it? So like, it really kind of reminds me of doing like Allman Brothers. Nice and throaty. It's a really good sound for that bluesy leads. So now, last but not least, I'm going to utilize the ABY box, let's see, the delay, chorus, and why not some reverb, because we all sound better with reverb. So I'm going to set the electric amp to a point where there's a lot of reverb and delay and chorusing happening, to where you can't really hear the dry signal, right, or the actual guitar itself. Right? That's where the acoustic side comes in handy, because there's no delay or anything like that. I'm going to cut some low end though, just because. There we go. So this plus that equals that. You hear it? It's kind of this nice, almost faux stereo effect. So you can do like a solo piece, something like this.
Thank you.